Okay, folks. Yes, I'm in bed, and yes, I'm on a laptop, and yes, the microphone is scuffed probably. But I wanted to share this with you, because I don't ever really get too personal with the channel or anything. If anybody knows me since the yonder days of 2006, I haven't. I only began to post with a webcam like properly and talk and show myself like this year. Like I've never been like confident in that way, right? And at the moment, if I pan around, you can see I'm kind of building some sort. You've got my camera there. You've got my desk set up there with my PC and shit. I've rejigged the room around. I've spent a ton of money I barely have. Let's be honest. And I'm in a mental state at the moment where, man, I'm just trying to hold it together. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, like, I have no idea where this microphone is or how loud I should be speaking, but I'm just trying to hold it together, man. And I've written a script, and this is the type of stuff you don't see. You don't see me like feeling down and depressed at like 9 in the morning when I've been up basically 24 hours trying to think of ideas. I've made 18 YouTube videos. I've made them all unlisted. They'll be going up. There'll be tactics videos, and all that's spinning around in my head is you've spent all this money for like your own enjoyment and other people's, and it just doesn't fucking matter. Um, and I don't mean to be a downer or anything like that. That's just my headspace, and I'm sharing with you now. Like, I'm in this place where I'm just like, I am putting way too much effort into this, and I, I don't want to be ungrateful. I really don't. I want you to know that. But shit, man, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. For me to do what I do, I'm literally having to like write scripts, research shit, try my very best to get balanced opinions, browse forums, browse Reddit, do everything to try be as balanced and fair as possible. And basically, like the reality is, a fucking rap shop tutorial gets like 10k views, a skin video 10k views, I get like 500 views. Um like my kind of content doesn't really seem to be what people want. So I don't really know where I'm at. And I'm sure tomorrow I'll be fine, and I'm sure tomorrow it'll be grand. But yeah, I've never been comfortable on camera. I've really tried to put myself out there. I've really tried to show my personality, and I've really hoped that even if I never make another video again, because that's the way I feel right now, even if I never make another video again, um, maybe somebody enjoyed a video. Maybe somebody had a moment of enjoyment, and well, at least I can say that, right? So, yeah, I just feel like honestly deleting the YouTube channel. I feel like just moving on. I don't know. I'm just in this place at the moment where like I've bought all this equipment and all of this stuff to improve the stream, improve where I'm sit. I was in a corner, trapped in a corner. I spent weeks fixing my room, planning it, built the new damn thing. Was excited. It felt good, and then I get that self loathing. I get that self loathing that why are you enjoying it? Like if I ever buy anything for myself, I just feel like I should not enjoy it. And that's really hard to get across and that's really hard to get over. But basically I've like spent myself to go broke, which by the way I don't recommend, but I really enjoy what I do. And I needed some new stuff to really level up, I guess, and I needed to do it. And that's fine. Part of it is 90% of it is my own personal enjoyment. I've come to the realization that yeah, shit, man. Like I like playing games. I like talking about games. I like sharing it. Fuck, like it might not be worth it. It might not be worth it. Well, it's not worth it. Like, I'm be honest with you, it's not worth it. Um, but I enjoy it, and that makes me feel weird. Because you shouldn't enjoy something you're not good at. You shouldn't enjoy something you're not successful at. And you shouldn't enjoy something that's just clearly like fucking you up mentally. Anyway, I don't know. Let's just read what I've written. I'll probably delete this video. You won't even see it. Whatever. Okay. So this is probably not even relevant, really, because this was kind of to do with Gears Classic, but I posted this video. Anyway, today I bring you a different type of video. We all have been brought together over a common passion for the game, Gears of War, but I think there's something else. Honest passion and a desire to improve, be it in life or gaming, and I wanted to talk openly to my community. A community I've built upon and you've helped grow massively. The gameplay today you're watching in the background, ignore that, is Gears of War. It's the new 4v4 classic mode, and there are some undocumented changes. Slower run speed, less up A speed, less delay after running and shooting, and the big one, no wall cancel. Now the devs said that they slowed the running speed to make it feel more classic, but Gears of War 1 actually had the fastest run speed, and I presume they mean feel more Gears of War 1 as opposed to what it actually was. But I'll let that slide, excuse the pun. This video was a one of personal progress and it's going to be one of reminiscing. I feel like, and this may seem lame, but you can let me know in the comments, I feel like I've really connected with my audience this time round. And I've never done that before. I've never put myself on camera. I've never had a Discord. I've never mingled with anybody. I've just been a lone wolf that does it. And this time I've really tried my very best to like reach out, talk to different people. And I never give myself a pat on the back. Like, I never do. I haven't been proud of anything I've ever done in my entire life. And sometimes I do feel proud of this stupid YouTube channel. And then that just fucks me up mentally. Because I just shouldn't be. In fact, I'm so brutal with myself that I don't think I've ever achieved anything in my life, and that's honestly the truth. But recently, you lot have really helped me see that I am good at certain things, and there are some people out there that actively enjoy my stuff and help me, videos or whatever it may be. And at the moment, I'm feeling slightly content, and that's making me unnervy. It's making me feel strange. I'm trying to deal with it. I'm trying to keep streaming. I'm trying to keep making videos, but my sleep pattern is completely off the wall because I just can't deal with the shift in mentality. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. I wanted to push myself further than I've ever tried before, and it's been something, and it's been a process that I've struggled with, and it's been something I've been getting better at. Every single time I've ever started YouTube, it's like 2 months of content, 1 month of content, 1 year break, 1 month of content, break, week break, change idea, change this, change that, and this is the first time I've stuck with something. And you know me, I've always been open about mental health. I've had 3 or 4 people that I speak to regularly. I try to help them with their issues or their mental health. I've had countless people message me and tell me that they look forward to my videos and they're really pleased, and that they can't comment because they're on an Xbox or they're this or they're that. And the positive comments help so much more than you know. But it's hard, again, because to put my mental health out there, to put my emotions, that people will laugh at this. There will be people out there that will look at this and go, "This guy's an idiot. He's got no views. Why does he care so much? You know, why is he having issues? Why is he this? Why is he that?" Yeah, it is worrying. It is worrying to me to put this out there. It's worrying to show somebody that you are, quote, a little bit damaged, not broken, not strange, not weird, not this, not that, not unfixable, but a little bit damaged. And that can be scary because we know how the internet can be. If you show any weakness, they'll go for it. Think high school bullying. However, over the past year, I have become so much more confident, and these types of things don't bother me. I will put myself out there to help others or to show others that it's not okay. You know, it's not okay to close up. It's not okay to hunker away. You should show your emotion, And, it doesn't mean you're going off the walls or anything daft like that. It doesn't mean you're about to do something stupid. It doesn't. It just means that you maybe having a rough day, a rough week. Some tragedy happened, shit. Everyone's going through their own thing, and I don't want to be that guy on YouTube. I can't stand it. I cannot stand the fake YouTubers, not just in the gears scene. I'll be honest right now, not just in the gears scene, but on YouTube in general. Like, I don't relate to these people because they're just on it 24. They're not real. There's no emotion. It's not a person. I want to show you that. I want to show you that I'm a person, and that I'm doing this like that. That's what I want to show. And recently, there's been more good days than bad days, and for me, that's really, really, really rare. I'll be honest with you, that's really rare. That, like, I'm not gonna go into it, but shit, man, like, I ain't had the best time, man. I really haven't. And this past year, bar one or two things, I've actually really enjoyed it, and that's why I've ended up like spending more money, spending more time reaching out because I'm actually enjoying it. And this thing in the back of my head goes, don't, stop. That's what's going on constantly. Every time I turn on my stream, no one's watching. Like, I'll be honest with you, last night I turned on my stream and I was a little bit hesitant to turn on the stream. But I wanted to play some classic gears, right? I signed in, the game wasn't classic gears, but I had about 30 people. I was like, okay, guys, I'm going to play tactics. I understand that most people don't want to watch tactics because they don't want to get spoiled, but that's okay. I'm going to have fun. And then, boom, I went to like 3 viewers the entire evening. And my God, like, I loved the fact that those people stuck with me and chatted and made it fun. But at the same time, I'll be honest, there's this thing in the back of my mind where I'm like, these guys can leave. Like, these 3 people can leave if I don't want people to think that, oh shit, GGZ's got no viewers, I better stay with him. And maybe you're not thinking that. Maybe you do enjoy my content and that's why you're staying, but my head doesn't allow me to see that. My head just thinks everybody left because I'm terrible at what I do, and probably the last few people that stayed just have a bit of empathy and are just staying just to be nice. That is, and I've been frank with you, and I've written that out, and it's taken me an evening to write this, just to be honest with you, and that's what I feel like. I'm not good at this, you know. And then on the other hand, I think maybe I am good at this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm no longer worried about. Let me just find my place here. I've lost my place. I've lost my place completely, man. Anyway, so what sparked me to write this? Well, a few things. A year has passed since Gears of War, so immediately I began to do some sort of mental gymnastics about why the year has been, for me, basically a complete failure. That's what my head went to. I wasted a year of my life. It's all downhill. I've nothing to show for it. That's what my brain jumped to, and I'm sharing that with you, and that's not easy to share. It's not. And I stood up and I stepped back and I saw a few things. I saw the room that I'd built. I saw the cameras, the extra lenses, the tripods, the fan to keep me cool because I'm in here so much longer. I saw the storage because I've got more things. I saw the desk, I saw the PC, I saw the PC parts, I saw all the cables for the extensions to get different angles for my stream, etc., etc., etc. I see this laptop I'm speaking to you on now, so I can write scripts and I can work in a different environment, so I can move from this place and go to a different place and get my head in a different space, maybe rejig some creative energy. And I saw that I'd rendered and made and have unlisted 18 YouTube videos, with another one being freshly made as we talk right now. It's been rendered on the computer. And I stepped back and I was happy. And I thought to myself, you know what? If this is all it becomes, if this is all I get, if this were to stop tomorrow, if I was to stop tomorrow, I'm not saying I'm going to do something daft, but, you know, if I got hit by a train, you know, and I'd honestly be okay with that. Not getting hit by a train, let's put some comedy in there, but if this is all I did, I think I'd be happy with that. And people might laugh at that. And in that way, I can see it as a success of a year. I can see it as a year of my life that I can look back on and I can say, you know what, you did okay. That was a massive thing to take that leap of faith, and you did good. There's a lot of personal things that I won't speak about on YouTube because not even I'm ready to speak about that. But there's tiny, tiny personal things that haven't yet amounted to anything. But for me, they were huge steps that were really difficult to do. And even though they never amounted to anything, they were massive steps for me. You know? I can share one. Most recently, I got to a stage 4 interview with a network degree job. And I don't have a degree job, and I don't know anything about networks. But I sat and I researched that shit. And I sat and I memorized that shit. And I did aptitude tests, and I did phone interviews. And I was shitting myself. And eventually I didn't get the job because I failed some stuff, and that's okay. But man, for me, that was a massive thing. Anyway, I'm no longer worried about what people say about me. Like, I feel like I've reached a place in my life where I don't want to... I want to say that I feel like I've... And this is going to sound pretentious. I feel like I've reached, like, adulthood in the sense that I really don't care, like, about what people think, and I'm just working on myself. And I feel like that's a good mental space. I do. I feel like that's a good mental space. I don't worry about an outsider judging what I do. If I do my best, and I try my best, and also I look at my work and I know that I've put out the best I can, what else can you do? What else matters? I'm speaking to you now on this webcam. I'm looking at you, the people still listening right now, speaking from the heart, man. That it's your relentless positivity that has literally been the catalyst for my motivation. And I hope I've done you good. I hope I've done you proud. I'm trying my best. So let's begin. My videos are not clickbait. They are honest, as accurate as I personally can make them, and they are me. They have my passion and soul put into them. And I don't care if people think that's cringy. I fucking try, right? I try my best. There's other shit I could do, but this is what I want to do. I don't care if it fucking flops or it fails, or you look back on this in 10 years and go, lol, you've still got one viewer. I don't give a shit, right? I enjoy it. It's what I enjoy at the moment in this time speaking to you. And yeah, you know, I'm proud of that. And I keep using that word because it's something I've never felt before. I don't feel pride ever. So I came back onto YouTube having lost all contacts. Subscribers, fans gone. Literally zero. We'd all parted ways and I felt like I wasn't done. But I didn't know how to come back. So I didn't overthink it. I just decided that now I'm a bit older, I'm just going to do the content I want to see. Not this clickbait shit. Not this fake reaction shit. Head over hands. Not this skin bullshit. Not this fucking blow smoke up someone's arse to get some fucking free processor, or not post any videos, or fucking retweet skins, or whatever it may be. Not even talking Gears of War. You have people that have sponsorships on their channel and they don't even use the product, man. Influencers, man. Influencer culture, it's a cancer, man. It is, it's a cancer. But that's not me, man. If I put something on my channel, you know I'm giving you what I think. That's important, man. If I do a product review and I say it's good, from my personal perspective, it's good. If I ever got a sponsor on this channel, which I never fucking will, but if I ever got a sponsor on this channel, or I ever advertise a product, it's because I believe in it. Not because of some other shit. So, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, content I wanted to see, enjoy it making, and what I think other people would enjoy. So we started with a video that went under the radar, actually. I watched some beta footage and I gave my thoughts on it. And at the time, everybody seemed to be positive, well, from the few streams I watched. And I figured everybody seemed to be quite positive about the game, so I downloaded some footage and I had a chat over it. I think I got 8 views or something. But I enjoyed doing it, and I carried on playing other games. And I waited for the game to launch. I played it a lot. I hadn't played a Gears game since Gears 3, and I was loving it. It felt like home. Saying that in the back in the day would terrify me. How is the internet going to interpret that? Is that sad, cringe, lame? I embrace it now. I do not care. I say what I want, how I want, when I want. And if you want to listen and come along for the ride, then hop on in. If not, that's fine, man. That's fine. If you want to make it personal or attack me, that's fine, man. I'm just going to ignore it. Gears has always been this overly butch, manly fake scene with this soft, bitchy underbelly. And I feel like everyone's terrified to just be like, hello everyone, we just play Gears. It's this small game. We all have the same goals. Let's connect, let's chat, let's work it out. But it's hard to do that, man. There's clicks, there's backstabbing, talking, blocks, snipes, stream snipes, comments, second accounts. So I just decided from the get-go that I wanted a clean slate. I wanted an entry into the scene with a more adult approach than I would have done in 2008 onwards. So I didn't want to work with anyone, collaborate with nobody. I just wanted to grind out content that I like and hope other people do. And every single day, the motivation in my mind, I was thinking it's going to fade. The motivation's going to go, it's going to disappear. It always does. Always goes. You know it's going to go. Why even start? Why even start doing it? You know the motivation's going to go. If you didn't know, that's a theme of my channel. Every 3 weeks, super hardcore, grind some content out, give up, change tacts, change content, take a break, move on, and then nothing happens. I get demotivated, I'll take another break. I mean, it's all probably come too late. This motivation and this passion, if I'd have had this when YouTube was earlier, when it was in its infancy, or when streaming was in its infancy, maybe I could have made a small splash with a video. Maybe a couple videos take off, I don't know. Maybe it's too late. You know, I'll be honest, my mental state has always screwed me over. And I'm sat here today, and I'm just waiting for it to happen. I'm waiting for the day like today where I wake up and I just go, nah, we're done. We're done out here. So I start my content back on YouTube with a rant about the game. 2, actually. I was like, you know what? I'm an older gamer. I don't have a voice. Videos I checked are all these fake ass campaign reactions, shocked faces, bounce videos, and I generally felt there was no place for me. There was no content for me to watch that I wanted to watch, so I started to make it. Nobody was doing these dev stream recoveries, and now I think everyone's doing dev blogs. And I'm not saying that's to do with me. Maybe somebody was doing it before me, I'm sure they were. It's not a unique concept at all. But I couldn't find it, so I started to do it. So I decided to stick my camera on and just speak from the heart. Speak about the state of the game, the OG players that are feeling lost. Try and speak out and say something. Because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the game. This whole store, microtransactions, Terminator, people getting sponsored to not say anything. I wanted to come back and just be like, this is me. This is what. So I'm talking about my video now. When I made that rant video, I wanted to just come in and say, this is me. This is why I'm quitting. I'll tell you why I quit before. I'll tell you why I'm quitting again. Stick my chest out a little bit and say, fuck you, basically. Fuck these fake motherfuckers scrambling for their paychecks even though it's detrimental to the game. I called a lot of people out. People doing loot boxes for an entire year worth of loot box content. Think about this. There are people big in the scene, an entire loot box, years worth of content promoting gambling, and then they come out and say it's disgusting that the Gears 5 store has a shop and it has bad content. And I'm like, you just spent a year promoting RNG gambling. Maybe it got fixed at the end, but promoting spending money and RNG gambling on skins. You can't then moan about skins. Have a backbone, man. Have a spine. Like, you're either against it or you're not. Stop folding over. And it was pissing me off, man. I'm not going to lie. It was pissing me off, man. So I didn't have any connections to the scene. And I don't have to maintain some friendships. I didn't have to worry about the games company banning me because I didn't really care about the game. Gears 5 was shit, right? It was just me, the franchise I enjoyed, and a mic. And I made those two videos. And I quit. And I came back and they had like a total of like 50,000 views. Or something like that. Maybe it was a lot less. I don't know. It felt like 50,000 views. And I had a load of OG players telling me this is how they felt and how it was nice to be represented. And I was like, holy shit. There are some OG players out there that still care. Like I do. So I decided to do something I've never done before. And I bought a capture card specifically to capture old games because there was a video I wanted to make. Not make money on. Not make fame on. But there was a video I wanted to make for you. For the scene. For the people. So I got that capture card. Now bear in mind, this is not some, oh my god, rags to riches story. No, stop, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to show that I'm some like special snowflake that's doing it different and I'm so worthy. No, I'm just saying, this is my little story, man. I never speak about my story. I never speak about me personally, and I want to. And this isn't about, oh, look how many views I got, or look how many views I didn't get. This is about how it felt to me at the time, why it happened. Maybe this helps people plan their own adventures. They're spinning in their own head, There are times where I've got a video idea and it's spinning in my own head and it spins and it spins and it spins and then it fizzles out and I don't make it. And maybe that happens to you, and maybe this video helps you get in a better mental state to make some content. It's really hard to put across, but I really hope it helps, man. I'm trying. I've tried to be the most nicest person in the scene, the most helpful. I've tried to be the change I wanted to see in the game. The fact you've supported me has been unbelievable. I never even expected that. Now, recently, since making content for 14 years. Since making content for 14 years, I received the largest amount of money I've ever received. I received a $100 donation on Twitch, man. And that's probably, I don't want to say how much I make on Twitch or YouTube, but let's just be honest, it's not that much. So when I received that donation, that's more than months and months worth of content. So you know the kind of figures I'm talking about. And man, I could have legit cried, man. Like, I could cry right now, man. And I was smiling all week, man. I really was. And it's not about the money. It's not. It's about the fact that person would put so much interest in me, in the fact that he's probably working 9 to 5, and that's him literally working. He's working away to support me, or he's got some cash on the side, and he's thought, you know what? Who deserves this? I'm gonna give it to this guy. And man, like I tried to play it off, man. I tried to play it off, um, because on the stream I just wanted to say thanks and move on, because I didn't want to get overly emotional, because it can come across as fake when you see big streamers and you see streamers crying over donations, like it turns on like a tap. It's a lot of it's fake, man, and I don't want to be like that, because a lot of it is, if you do a big reaction, it's a way to kind of bait more people into getting that reaction. I don't want to do that, so I was holding it all together inside for that person that may be watching this. They know who they are, and other people have donated. I have the same reaction inside. To see me being supported across the year with subscriptions, donations, and comments and likes, it really has meant the world. I'm honest, you know me. The money hasn't, let's be honest, technically been enough to justify all of the time and effort I've put in. But every single person that supported me, from comments to just watching or lurking in chat, has actively changed my life, and that's all I can say. I'm not Shroud, I'm not Ninja. I can't blow off a donation like it's nothing. Your support isn't wasted, and I want you to know that. Emotionally, it's sort of nourished me. It's put me back in a mental state that has helped, not because of the money, but because of the support. And it's all gone back into the channel. Every single drop has gone back into the channel, trust me. I haven't, like, the other night, and this sounds daft, I literally spent 3 hours debating if I should use the PayPal money I received from Twitch, which was a very, very small amount, to treat myself to a pizza. And that probably is going to sound daft or fake, or maybe it doesn't, but like, that's what I do. That's my mental state. Like, so let's just say I don't know where I'm going. I feel like after posting a video like this, I'm probably gonna want to hide from the internet for a period of time. So I might do that. But I want you to know that, my God, man, when you support me, it feels amazing. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 bit on Twitch or $1 million. It doesn't matter the scale. Like, I've had people. I think somebody, like, the other day, donated $5. That $5 is the only thing I've made this month for the content goal. I don't make jack off YouTube, really. I don't make anything. And he said in his PayPal comment, "Oh, I'm sorry this isn't a lot. I really wish I could do more." Bro, you're doing an immense amount. Don't ever belittle your support. To think about this, you've got to be such a kind-hearted, nice human being to go out of your way to support somebody. Don't ever put yourself down and think that it's not enough, bro. Like, don't do that. I'll do that. That's for me to do that. I'll put myself down. Don't put yourself down for supporting me, man. Shit. Now let's just say I hope I'm here next year. I hope to see you back. I hope I'm back. You know, the changes that I'm making to myself, I hope we're just getting started. We could make a hell of a team, Zacarios. We could. I'm not worried about how long this is. It's my thoughts and I wanted to tell you. And I don't have a chance to come out and give subs a hug or do a speech all the time. Right now it's 10 a.m. I've been coming up to 24 hours. I've just got done making videos for 7 hours. And now I've scripted this. I've had the tunes on. I've had my glass of Diet Coke by the side of me. And I've had a smile on my face, man. I've loved it. I want you to know that. Although I'm struggling to not choke up here, because I really am. I want you to know that I've loved it, man. The fact I can sit here and I can type and I can think of an idea and I can put it out to the world, even if fucking nobody tunes in, man. I've got my tunes on, I've got my music, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about what people want to hear, what I want to say, mishmashing those two together. I love it. So back to the capture card situation when I started making that very first video. And I don't want this to be all about money, but the way YouTube is, everything's a fucking flex. Everything's, well, I've got fucking 100k on my wrist, I've made this much, or I've got this much in stocks, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a lot, man. And it's embarrassing to say, but I sold some things, man. And I wouldn't say that if it weren't the truth, but it was. I sold some things and I literally scrapped my way to 100 in my bank account. And I purchased a used Elgato capture card off eBay. I've never purchased off eBay. I've never done anything like that before. And I was nervous that I was going to lose my money. And I was worried about scams and it not working. But I got it and holy shit, it worked. Let's go. Let's go, I was thinking. So I started to plan my video, script it, think of ideas, how to pull it off. And I went round to my sister's and I was like, I need your Xbox. I need your old Xbox. Robbed that shit. And I scripted everything and I wanted to say how Gears has changed, how the skill gap's gone. And I wanted to do an hour-long documentary on why I believe Gears is a masterpiece franchise. And I did it. Examples, precise points, timestamps, different multiple games from the franchise. And without exposing sources, let's just say that video, and I know this for a fact, and I don't bullshit you, that video, I know for a fact, kept multiple people in their job. Right? I know that for a fact. So let's just say I had a direct impact on the franchise that I love. And that, man, that I fucking love. That I'm telling you today, man. I like, that I fucking loved. That's impact, man. That's immense. You know, if I never did anything else, I'm good, man. I legit had an impact on the franchise I adored over my childhood. Crazy, man. I had 2 controllers set up. I bought a 48-hour Xbox code. I was like 2 days getting the clips, recording, editing, examples. And just to know it was worth, man, it made me so happy. It really did. Another moment that made me feel happy, and this is not, let me just preface this, it's not because he left. Another moment that made me happy is when Ryan left. He gave me a shout out and he said that I raised the bar for feedback and he really, really enjoyed my stuff. Right? And it's sad to see him go, but man, having somebody that developed and worked on Gears say that I did that, man, that meant a lot to me. It did. Shit. I'm not going to pretend like it didn't. And people, you know how sad and pathetic the Gears scene is? I got shit for weeks. Literally weeks, man. Because I put that in my bio on Twitter. That I was proud of that. Fucking yeah, I'm proud of it, man. Why wouldn't I be? I worked my fucking ass off for that, man. And to have that person say, you did good? Yeah, I was pleased. And fuck you. Like, fuck whoever said like those big content creators, those other people that were saying I was getting egotistical and that they couldn't speak to me because I had an ego. Fuck you, mate. I don't have an ego. I'm one of the chillest people in the scene, mate. To put out a video like this, man, takes balls, man. I don't care. It's not cringe. It's not weird. Take balls, man, to put out a video like this. And for people to come out and be like, oh, he's an ego. He thinks he did this. What a cringe quote. I'm not watching his content anymore. I had people leave, unsubscribe. Screenshots of them unsubscribing. Weird people doing that. Yeah, weird, but it happened. As if I'm not meant to be proud of that. That's the kind of scene we're in, man. And this isn't a boast. Don't interpret this as a boast. Listen, I you know me, mate. I'm not boasting. That was a special moment for me. It was a, don't think of, when I say I'm happy and stuff, don't think of it as a content creator boasting. Think of it as this guy, a person that fights for me, a person that plays the game I enjoy, a person that's honest about it with basically no drama, that kind of person is happy. Now, that's somebody I want to support, and a few of you Zicarios seem to feel the same because you've supported me. That makes me feel so proud and happy, man. During the time, I've even had people copy my video ideas, and again, it's not to boast. I'm not saying I'm some special snowflake. I've had one or two popular to have like a content creator, whether they've got one subscriber, 10, 1,000, or whoever, to have a look at my work and maybe get some inspiration of it. Because let me tell you, we all get inspiration from each other. I'll see somebody's video and think that helped me. You know, that we all get inspiration from different areas. Creativity isn't a copyrighted thing. If you want to see somebody else's video and do it, that's fantastic. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Let's Plays, we wouldn't have montages, because the first guy that did the montage, you don't own the copyright to the montage. So I'm not saying that if someone's done a video similar to mine, like, oh, you've stolen my content. No, it's not like that. You know, it's not it's not to be critical, and I don't want to get hate for that. It was more of a like, these people that were more successful than me came out of their bubble and got some inspiration and made some content. I'm so thankful for that. It's flattery, man. It's nice. Fast forward a year, hundreds of hours and thousands of hours of video editing hours, gameplay, you know, just discussion, dev blogs, videos, ideas, chats, rants, comparisons. I've had people from the community recommend that I work at TC. You know? And I've had a person from TC look at my CV and have a chat with me. Well, it's never going anywhere. I'm not saying that. It's never going anywhere. But that's not the point. To come from where I was to that, you know, that's massive for me. Yeah, technically I'm still the broke motherfucker that can't find work, you know, that can't find work in an industry that he's passionate about. I still can't connect in with the right people. I still am low view count, no view count. Maybe I'm shit at this, right? And you know me, I beat myself up. I believe I am bad at this, right? But to go from where I was to there, if I take my head out of my head type of thing, and I think logically, that's pretty good. Now, my brain tells me it's awful and shut up for thinking that, but logically, that's pretty good. I've tried to bring, you know, positivity to the scene. You know, it's not about saying I raised the feedback for Gears of War single-handedly. That's not me being arrogant or big-headed. It's quite the opposite. It's just a sign for me to go, I did okay. And I'll be honest with you, and I'll be honest with you, and I don't ever use this word because I don't have anything to be jealous of. Fucking look at me, bro. But I think a few people might have been jealous about that. And I've never had anything to be jealous of. So if that was it, then maybe that's progress. I've tried to bring conversation and fun, made 5 montages, given out free clips to editors that nobody bothered. I seem to be the only one kind of giving out editing packs for people, because I remember when I was a kid, I wanted footage to edit. So I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to do what I know people enjoy. To have people call me out for clout chasing, to have people physically threaten me, again, like let's name call, Moo Moo Milk physically come out and threaten me. 300,000 subscribers, however many Twitter followers, say that they want to find me and break my ankles. Now, I know they're not going to do that, but the point is, nobody in the scene backed me up. Nobody. There was one person, I think Cog Couple, that came out and was like, you know what, this guy's alright. Everybody else ran away and said nothing. Whatever. But the point is that nobody said once, actually, this guy's alright. Everybody, like, desperately sided with the big content creator because, oh, you don't want to get in the bad books. I ain't about that life. I think that guy's a dick. You know why? Not because he said that to me, because stuff gets said in the heat of the moment all the time. He's not apologised, man. Not apologised, not once. Now, I don't sit here and think about Moo Moo Milk. In fact, that's where the argument started. He seemed to think I knew who he was, and I didn't know who he was until somebody reminded me that that was a video you made in like 2007, and I was like, oh shit, it's that guy. I completely forgot about that guy, and he hadn't forgotten about it still, and that's where it got. I was like, bro, I'm not getting at you. I didn't even know who you were, mate. That's how it all started, anyway, and everybody ran away into the little hidey holes and said nothing. So yeah, I'm, Anyway, so that's by the by. I'm trying to be positive. This isn't a look how great GGZ is. Jesus Christ, look at me, mate. I'm almost breaking down here. I'm clearly not saying I'm great. It's a thanks to you, the viewer, man. You've kept me motivated, and in turn, I hope you've enjoyed the content. I'm absolutely loving the energy we've got. So listen, Zacarios. Over the years, we've had ups and downs, arguments, drama, bad patches, good patches, but I'm still here. You're still here. So thank you. I hope the content's been worth supporting. We've got a Twitch sub button now. I've even got a YouTube join button somehow. Through hook or by crook and messaging the right people to get me to the right channels. That button actually supports me. Unlike other things. But that one actually supports me. That's a great way. And it's not... It's not... I want you to know it's not the... I made a mistake in 2008 that when I made videos, I didn't put a face cam on, I didn't talk, I never created a personality, I never showed YouTube who I am. Now, I don't know if me as a person is worth supporting. That's up for you to judge. All I can say is this time around that I've come back to YouTube, I've been brave and I'm brave in the sense of what I can do. Me to put myself out here, I've been brave. So for me to do that, I will say I've been brave and I've tried to put my personality out there so you can judge, do I like his videos and do I like him as a person? Because previously it was just videos, there was no personality on the channel, whereas now there is. You know who I am, hopefully. So it's not just a game you're subscribing to or liking it. I'm hoping it's me. Because if I ever move games, if I ever go to a different game, I'm hoping you come with me. Because I've got so much to give to so many different scenes that we could build something fantastic. And you're just at the very beginning of it, hopefully. I hope you want to learn more about me. You know, more recently, in the past few months, you might have noticed on stream, I do give out a little bit more information about myself. I even had a chat the other day about dating, man, which I've never done in my life. I've never spoke to anybody about that apart from like really close friends. So for me to open up like that was a big step. And it might have just seemed like a flippant conversation whilst I was streaming, but that was a big step, you know? You know, we've been through a lot, man. Fuck. I hope you've learned a little about me. We've had a global pandemic together. We've been in lockdown together. We've played the trilogy together. We've had the community event together. And I used that global pandemic to have a blast with all of you guys. And honestly, you're going to think it's sad or cringe. That is a memory I believe I'm going to have forever. I will always think back of, wow, do you remember that lockdown period? I'm literally getting emotional, man. Jesus. It's pathetic, but it's true, man. Like, I'll think back, wow, like, for the lockdown period, I'll always remember that, even if I get older. That was the time that I had a YouTube channel, I had this community, and we all got the old gang back, the old friends, the old people on Xbox. We had Tim, we had Stoey, we had Jordan, I think we even had Cool Criminal pop in there. We had friends from high school that I'd not spoke to. All the gang came back together and we all played the game that we loved, and it was fantastic. And those streams, if you go back on YouTube, because they didn't really get any views, I was loving it, and I hope that came across. And I know that sounds corny, but I've really enjoyed connecting people. Some old friends, people that I'll be honest, I connected with and weren't sure about, I've really connected with now. And as we've grown older, you get older and you realise that they're decent people as well. So I don't know what this video was, but I do know this video is me. This script is me. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We've got work to do. We've got many, many more videos to produce, many more adventures to be had, many more laughs to be had, many more rants, rages, and discussions to be had. Let's stick to it. We've got this. We've got this, man. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we don't got this. Maybe this is where it all ends. But it's been fun. It's been fun.